clapping, therefore I am here. And my random bowing all the time. Today we're going to check out Scary Story Slumber Party. Low budget film I just recently was able to pick up. So let's check it out.
We could have come up with a better story. Wait, I got a great idea.
This is going to be amazing.
Okay, this film's actually, got 3 chicks sitting around telling scary stories. It's broken up into 9 short stories. I believe it's 9. Don't, yell at me if you see this and it was 10 or something. But 9 short stories. So each girl goes around, they say a story, the next one, so forth and so forth. The first story they come up with is Backstabber. It's short and sweet. Just a quick summary. It's basically, betrayal, friendship. She thinks they're friends, getting on with her boyfriend or whatever. So mind manipulation and, emotions run wild. So that's the first story. Next you have The Pledge, which is set up to get into the Delta Pi whatever group. The girls are having the other girl, this random goth chick or whatever, she has to go up into the room where this girl hung herself. She has to hold a candle in the window, basically to show that she cares and wants to join. Great story, I loved it. My one problem though, I don't know why the goth chick, which I'm glad they have one in here, but I don't know why the goth chick would be so wanting to get with, the preppy, prissy group of women. I just don't think that would ever happen in real life. But with that aside, again, thank you for, dressing her up like that. It was cool. The music also, whoever did the music, it's in the credits, but I didn't read that much into it. The music really worked great on this. It really set the mood. Great music in it. Also, yeah, the main goth chick, again, who's doing it, looks pretty identical to Shannon Elizabeth in Night of the Demon remake. So, again, thank you. Next we have Imaginary Fiend. Great concept, really cool idea. Basically, what happened if your imaginary friend you had as a kid, you grow up, you don't talk to him anymore. Some of us still do. But if you didn't talk to them anymore, but they turn out they're real, they come back, they're pissed. That was the next part. Alright, up next we have, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, but I think it was Invitations. Hopefully I'm right. Might be close at least. But basically with this one, kid in school, always got picked on by the popular kids, whatever. So now his aunt, or I believe it was his aunt, passed away, but she was loaded. So now he's rich, he's throwing this party. Anyone who wants to come, he's giving them free limo rides to the party and everything. So of course a lot of people that didn't like him show up. You can kind of figure out how this one turns out. Next we come to The Dare, which basically they're playing Truth or Dare. Moral of the story, just short and sweet. Don't be a prissy bitch. Keep you alive that way. Okay, and next we actually come to Unlucky Night, which anyone who ever watched the VH1 show Scream Queens, Part 2 had Sierra Holmes in it. She's actually in this, so if you're a fan of Sierra, fan of Scream Queens, whatever, check it out just for this alone. Basically, the guy sitting at the bar, he's getting drunk, he's getting, loaded. Sierra comes up, picks him up, is like, hey, I'll pay for the cab, you pay for the hotel. So they go back to the hotel, not to give everything away, but kind of a revenge type thing going on. The urban legend, kidney removal, all that doesn't actually happen, but kind of all there. But while I'm watching this, I noticed that, they're showing Sierra, she's standing there, the hotel door's in the back, hotel door's shut, hotel door's open. I'm like, oh, someone just walked in, hotel door shut. I'm like, oh, editing. But check it out. Again, another great story of this whole entire thing so far. Then we come up to Valentines Prey, which, again, all of these are very short stories, or, I don't know, 5 to 10 minute range. The whole movie's about maybe an hour and 20 minutes, so put 9 of these stories in there makes up the space, obviously. But Valentine Prey, basically, guy, the delivering flowers or whatever, the girl gets, every day for 7 days in a row, she's like, oh my God, why are you still sending me flowers? Who is my secret admirer? You'll have to find out who the secret admirer is, and how it turns out. Obviously, it's a horror, so you'll probably already got it. But it was done very good, and if I remember correctly, the chick from this one was the goth chick who looked like Shannon Elizabeth before, so yay. But yeah, with that said, they have the same 5-10 people in the movie that do all the shorts. So, 2-3 people might be in this one, then 4 people in the next one, then 1 person from the first one's in the next, like that. So they kept everyone together like a Adam Sandler film. But next we have Capture and Kill. This was my absolute favorite one, and I want a whole movie of this one. It starts off, a guy's in the back of the car, he got shot with an arrow, he's bleeding. I thought it was Quentin Tarantino at the first glance, because it was very, that image just went to Reservoir Dogs, and the guy kind of looked like him. He's bleeding, he's screaming. But this movie, short, is just, it's hilarious. The guy just has the best, one-liners. Like, the 2 girls are driving a car, they're, getting away. They get out of the car to make a phone call, try and, figure out where they are, get help. He's like, okay, I'll stay in the car, because he's bleeding, he's being sarcastic. Then she comes back, and she's like, I have to pull the arrow out, and I think right before that anyway, she opens the door, and she's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, people have good days, and they have bad days. Guess what day I'm having? It's done very, very well. I love this one. So, check it out. Then we come to the last one, Noise Complaint. This one wasn't good, wasn't bad, it was just in the middle. But it leads to the very end of the film with the girls, telling their scary stories, and how it ends, it all wraps up together. So, overall, I loved this film. I thought it was great. Amazing job by everybody who was in this. Eye candy. For a movie that does not show any skin, so I'll already tell you that if that's going to send you away, sorry. But I'm rating this very high. I'm giving it an 8. The girls are amazing in this film. Great job. Gore and effects. I give this one just a 5 because you have some that are really good, but then you have some that are really bad. For example, I forget which one it was, but the girl gets stabbed, she spits blood out, and it literally just, as it's all over the guy's face and it's there, it just looked like a bottle of water and food dye. I mean, it's very, very watery, and see-through. So, that part was bad, but again, you have other parts that are up, so right in the middle. Lines, memorable scenes, it's kind of in the middle. Again, not so much were, great lines. Some of it wasn't even really speaking parts. So it's hard to really rate with a line. A lot of it's just suspense, walking up the steps and everything. But I'm going to go right in the middle, and again, I'll say 5. Acting. Acting was amazing. It's low budget. You had people in this film that was outstanding. I mean, they were great. Then you had some that, weren't that good at all, but again, it's low budget, so it worked perfect. And with other people doing such a great job, it didn't matter that some of these other people sucked. So I'm actually going to go kind of high with this one also, an 8. But again, overall, if you round that up, comes to a 6, but I'm going to round it up even more to a 7. So do the math, Gary, all that stuff. But check it out again, and I got to admit and say that I'm a moron, because Brittany, you autographed this if you ever see this. Not that you will, but if you do, you might remember me. I'm the guy who, I came up, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I want the movie. And I was just talking to Sierra, and you're like, oh, do you want it autographed? And I wasn't even paying attention. I thought you were just going to say, have Sierra autograph it. So I'm like, nah, that's okay. And then I was like, wait, are you in it? And, my lovely lady was, she's on the cover. I'm like, oh, yeah, please sign it. I'm a moron, glug glug, brain cells. So, awesome though. Check it out. Everyone buy this. And again, if I find the website, I haven't gone, but if they have a link to buy, I'll put it down here. Till next time, guys, thank you.